This is where I was left, only a few hours old. Bits of blood still on my body. Abandoned.
Foundlings. People left as babies, often in the most astonishing places.
If I'm not who I thought I was, who am I?
Desperately looking for clues to their identity.
Is that actually me?
This brooch was in the blanket. That was their last act of caring.
Through DNA and detective work, we unlock the mysteries.
That one bit of information is going to change so many lives.
It is.
And bring answers. I've got a photo.
Wow.
God.
It's a gift.
In the summer of 1965, Liz Deutsch was found in this shopping basket at the entrance to a Birmingham sports ground. She was estimated to be at least 6 weeks old.
For 6 weeks, someone kept me and for some reason abandoned me. The story that I am told is that there was a gentleman who was walking his dog and his dog was indicating that there was something in the hedge. I was definitely put so that I could be seen. I was in the most beautiful hand-knitted clothes, wrapped in a hand-knitted blanket. I can't square it other than to say someone was desperate. They said I was a very nervous baby. I didn't want to be put down. You've seen your mother's face. You've been with your mother. That bonding happens from birth. You almost want the gate to scream at you or the hedge to scream at you and give you an answer. Maybe somebody gave her an ultimatum. You know, you can come home if you haven't got the baby. And so they chose a nice road, not far from a hospital. The bus stops are at the end of this road, and so it's not far from the bus stop. She comes off a bus. She's carrying me. This is your parting place. Walk off. I've been really, really upset. Why couldn't someone keep me? But I dread to think how she felt. She has to carry on as normal if she's trying to conceal something, doesn't she? You know, how do you do that? Don't know how you do that. It must take quite a lot of strength.
Despite multiple appeals, no trace of Liz's mother was found. Liz now lives in Herefordshire. She still has the hand-knitted clothes and blankets she was found in, along with one more extraordinary link to the person who left her.
This brooch was in the blanket. I'm told that when they lifted me out of the basket, it fell out.
Liz consulted experts in case the brooch could reveal any hidden information about whoever left it.
The picture that's on it isn't of anybody. They were produced in their thousands. But to me, it was tremendously valuable because it was left as a sort of a token. They did it because they were trying to communicate. I really believe that someone cared and that was their last act of caring.
Liz has also looked for clues in her early medical records, which show that shortly after arriving at hospital as a baby, she was diagnosed with life-threatening gastroenteritis.
I think that if you've got a child that poorly and you're on your own, maybe she panicked and thought that this is the time to stop. I wouldn't like to have been in her shoes. I wouldn't like to have had to have made those decisions.
Liz defied predictions and survived. But shortly after, doctors identified problems with her back and her legs. Her social services files are full of assessment reports from her earliest years.
Social services were judging all the time whether I was fit for adoption. These records show that the overwhelming consensus was that I wouldn't walk, and that, in the words that were used in that time, I was spastic. At the age of 9 months, she had very poor motor skills development, and she would need many years of physiotherapy. All this meant that adoption for Elizabeth was not a straightforward matter. There was a glut of babies, and they were not all adoptable.
Liz was fostered long-term by a couple she called Mum and Dad.
If I behaved, if I worked hard, those were unsaid things that you knew you were not going to be sent back. But I really didn't feel that I ever belonged.
Liz left the foster system when she was 16 and focused on educating herself. Several degrees and a doctorate later, she's become one of the highest achieving nurses in the country, recently moving to a post as Professor of Nursing Practice.
I proved everybody wrong, really, in terms of both physical and mental capability, because doubts were always cast upon me. I'm worried about being judged. It makes you feel a bit vulnerable. I don't generally talk about my very humble beginnings, but I chose to share it with my 2 closest colleagues. So this is the double-page spread that the reporter very kindly did for me.
In 2013, with a growing need to find her mother, Liz made a new appeal.
That's the picture of me
Bless you.
it was in 1965.
Look.
I was on a bit of a mission because I thought its time may be running out. I was becoming more and more aware that I was getting older. I was also envious of people when you go and visit and they've got a wonderful family and they all look the same and they've all got the same defects, and you think, wow, you're all related.
Yeah.
I'd love to know who gave me these massive hands and massive feet. It's always been a joke. So I wanted that sense of belonging.
But no solid leads came from the newspaper appeal.
I think you were really brave to do this.
I just so want you to find what you need to find. I really do.
Liz has no children, but lives with her second husband, John, who has a large family.
Do you want to have a look, see if I've done it how your mum would have done it?
More.
Goodness me.
More apple.
OK.
When you're in a family, you see mum, you can see dad, they all look like you and they behave like you. I mean, when I look in a mirror, oftentimes now I see dad. And of course, you've got none of that.
If my birth mother were to be alive, wouldn't it be lovely to be able to say, let's get to know each other a bit? To know where you came from, who you are.
While the team take up Liz's search, Susan Barrow is one of the very first cases we took on over 6 years ago. Susan was found in a phone box in East London. She was just a day old, and she'd been left with an extremely detailed note.
I cannot keep the baby. My husband left me when I was 8 months. Please call her Maria. My maiden name is Roberts and I would like her to have it. I have no one to help me, so please take care of her for me. I'm going to try and find her again, even if it means going to jail. Yeah, the intention was there to come back.
Susan grew up very near to where she was found in East London. But despite living so close, Susan avoided visiting the site of the phone box. And this is the first time she's come back to look for it. A neighbourhood history forum has identified the location.
There was a phone box outside 33 Woodford Road, now demolished. You will see the wall has an alcove where the phone box was. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Just wondering how she felt that night. This was the last place that I was with my mother. We had a day together. Lazy's gone into the phone box to phone her daughter and heard a sound, and she looked down and there I was, wrapped up well. Apparently she was so shocked she ran out of the phone box and went to the corner shop saying she'd found a baby. Maybe she watched from a distance. The phone box was a busy location. There was always people in and out. She wanted me to be found. She wanted to find me again.
Susan was fostered, and then at 6 months she was adopted by a couple living in the area.
I had a lovely mum and dad, but always wanted an older brother. Being raised as an only child, you do miss having somebody to share life's ups and downs with. But, you know, it was the three of us.
Susan only began to discover the truth of her story at the age of 12.
My mum had a red suitcase where she kept all her important documents. One day when I knew she was going to be out for a while, I went and had a look in the suitcase.
Among all the papers, Susan found photos of herself as a baby and a past she didn't recognise.
I remember thinking, whose house is this? Who's this girl? She's got a good hold of me. She knows who I am.
But the biggest shock came when she opened up an old newspaper cutting.
A mystery mother who dumped her baby girl in a London telephone box was told today, come forward or you will lose your baby. That's my face. I didn't even know I was adopted. Just mind blown, like, how is this possible? The council said the normal procedure in the case of abandoned babies is for the child to go to a foster home for a few months to allow the parents or the mother to come forward and claim her child. In my head I was still thinking, no, it can't be me. It must be somebody that just looks like me. But then why would it be here? As a 12-year-old, I just couldn't handle that. And I think the safest thing was just to put it all away. But you can't go back once you've discovered something.
Even now, Susan has never spoken to her parents about what she found. It wasn't until after she'd married and had 2 sons of her own that she decided to access her social services file. In amongst the documents and newspaper cuttings was a scribbled note revealing a vital miscommunication in the council offices.
There was a telephone call from Mrs. Moore from housing. She has only just found out about publicity of Maria. She recalls that weekends before last, there was a telephone message, very distraught sounding woman who was crying, saying, "I want my baby back." That message just sat there. If she'd managed to speak to somebody, things could have been very different. She intended to come back.
For years, our investigations have led nowhere. But finally, our team has some news. Susan Barrow has spent a lifetime trying to solve the mystery of her identity and of the mother who left her in an East London phone box. And there's been a development in her case.
Ariel, hi. So what's the latest on this investigation?
OK, well, we haven't yet been able to work out about her family. But do you remember this photograph that Susan had?
Yeah, this is one of the photographs that was in her mother's red suitcase. But she never asked her parents about them.
Well, we've traced who the little girl is, and her name is Marcia. Marcia was another foster child of Susan's first foster parent. In fact, Marcia was subsequently adopted by that lady, but Marcia remembers Susan really well, living in the household, and was thrilled to be found, thrilled to be contacted, and really wants to meet Susan.
That's wonderful.
It is.
Yeah.
I think that although we're working so hard to find Susan's birth family,
just having something from the past.
having those connections from the past, having a history, people that remember you, people that knew you, is so important.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Oh, my darling. You know what? I've never forgotten you.
Oh, you're going to make me cry.
I've often wondered what's happened to you and what you're doing. Wow.
I've had this picture and I never knew who the girl was.
You can see in that picture how much I loved you.
Like a little baby sister.
Yeah, that's what you was. My adopted mum, who was fostering you, she actually went on the evening news and she said, we're looking for the lady that left the baby in a telephone box. But she
was heavily involved in trying to find my mother.
Yeah, everybody was.
Wow. Wow.
If she was alive today, she would have been over the moon. I'm looking at you and just seeing that little girl, that little baby.
Bit bigger.
Oh, look at me. But I'll tell you something for nothing, you know, from now on, I'm always here for you. Now that I've got you, you're not going nowhere. You're not going to leave me again, you hear me?
Liz Deutsch was discovered as a baby in the hedge of a Birmingham sports ground. None of the objects she was left with yielded any clues. But now, our team has made a breakthrough.
The DNA took us to two sisters, Muriel and Hilda. Both sadly died, and neither had any children, so the DNA trail stopped there. But through circumstantial evidence, we've come to be certain that Muriel was Liz's birth mother. DNA shows paternal links to America. We feel certain that her birth father is an American, And although we've not been able to trace him, that ties in very much with Muriel's lifestyle. Muriel travelled to and from America a great deal throughout her life.
How old was she when she had Liz?
She was 37.
So, not a young girl. Do we know anyone who knew Muriel, who can tell us what her life was like?
Yes, we found a lady called Christine. Now, Christine's father was a cousin, first cousin, to Muriel.
Christine is Liz's second cousin, and that is the closest relative we've been able to find. Even though she's never met Muriel, I'm hoping she might know something that can explain why Liz might have been left in that Edgbaston hedge.
Hello.
Christine.
It is.
I'm Nicky.
Pleased to meet you.
You too.
Do come in.
Yeah, thank you. It's so nice of you to see me today.
Well, it was a lovely surprise for me to get the initial approach from Ariel. My dad's cousin was called Muriel, remembering my dad's stories from his childhood, because he used to go to his grandparents' house for Christmas, and his two cousins were there in Leicester.
Were there any connections at all to Birmingham, because she was left in Birmingham?
Not that I know of. The only thing I can think about the reason she went to Birmingham was to hide herself away, but we hadn't got any relatives in Birmingham. It was all Leicester, really.
But there was never in your family any talk of a baby?
No, no, no.
She was found under a hedge.
Oh, gosh.
About 6 weeks old.
So Muriel had actually kept her for a few weeks then. I just presumed it would be like the day she's born, really.
No, exactly.
I mean, Muriel mustn't have been able to cope for whatever reason. I can't imagine anybody doing that without a lot of thought or pure desperation, really.
Do you have a photograph of Muriel?
I do, I do.
I would love to see a photograph of Muriel. That is Muriel.
Yes.
Imagine how this is going to be for Liz.
Because it's her mum. That's wonderful, isn't it, really? She's lovely. And the other photograph of Muriel is with her parents. And that apparently was taken in 1957 because it relates to this story in Leicester, the newspaper.
Miss Muriel Cox, 29-year-old daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Herbert C. Cox. Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Travel to Muriel is a way of life. A short while ago, she, her mother and sister roughed it on a 5-day trip to Paris. They heard that food there was expensive, so they took all they required in a case.
Isn't that amazing?
Yesterday she was off again, back to America, where she's to stay with friends and take whatever work she can find. Americans are not so happy as English people. They do not laugh so much and are money mad. She said that, it's in her quotes.
I know.
That's her voice in that article.
Yes, yeah. Amazing, amazing, yes. I would think she was a very confident woman, really.
Independent. Mm-hmm. So what about Liz? What can I tell you about Liz?
Oh.
Obviously, she didn't have a great start in life.
No.
And she was in care for all her childhood. Wow. But she's determined. Mm-hmm. She's got drive. Very early on, she had physical problems. And they said she wouldn't walk.
Gosh.
But she did. By 3.5, she was walking.
Mm-hmm. She's obviously got the same determination as her mum.
She is a professor of nursing.
Wow. Do you have photographs of her?
Oh, I do have a photograph of her.
Oh, she's lovely. Gosh, she's lovely. I'm amazed at the eyes. Gosh, she's more a Cox than me.
And she's never in her life met anyone that she's genetically related to.
I'm an only child and I haven't got a big family. I'm so looking forward to meeting her. She's Muriel's daughter, you know, so she's a family to us now.
I'm going to tell Liz about Muriel and everything Christine has been able to share with us. I wish I could bring Liz more answers, more family. But what I am going to tell her is still big. From today, she will know who her birth family are and where she comes from. Away from the cameras, we've told Liz that her birth mother has died. So Liz, I did want to say how sorry I am that you got the news about your birth mother.
It's very sad for me and for both of us because we just never connected. So I was left with an overwhelming feeling of just sadness because it would just be lovely to know something.
Your DNA led us to two sisters called Muriel and Hilda. We were able to conclude with almost total certainty that your birth mother was Muriel.
My mum's got a name.
She was born in 1927.
Gosh, so she was a good age when she had me.
She was 37.
That is a big surprise. I'd always thought she must be a real youngster. I wonder what the circumstances were. And can you tell me any more about Muriel?
Muriel didn't have any other children.
Really?
Wow. And neither did Hilda.
Gosh. Have you been able to get any photographs? Really?
There's Muriel.
Oh, wow. I can see me. Wow. I love the fact she's in bare feet. And she's probably got pretty huge feet by the look of it. She's actually quite beautiful, isn't she?
She's very beautiful.
You know? And she looks happy.
There's an article from a local paper. I'm going to give it to you and let you read it for yourself. It's this story here.
She has already visited the United States and 9 continental countries. Yesterday, she's off again, back to America, where she's to stay with her friends and take whatever work she can find. I lived in America for a little, very short while on a nursing fellowship. To have a photograph of my mother in my hand, to know her name, to know something of what she did, that is just unbelievable.
Seeing how similar you are, I think she'd be so proud of you.
I think we'd have enjoyed each other.
So even though it feels like the end of something, there's a bit more information. A second cousin.
Ah, OK.
She is called Christine, and she has no female cousins, no sister. She's really excited about meeting you.
Oh, wow. It would be lovely.
Yeah.
It would be lovely.
How are you feeling?
I just feel very, very happy as well as relieved because I've felt shame at times by being in care. Yeah, you're just the kid that was plonked in a hedge. This sort of makes me feel that I can put that on one side, if you like. You can't give somebody better than this. You can't. It's a gift. And it's something I can feel proud of now rather than not proud. You've delivered me the best present that I could ever want. It's lovely. You have. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, Ariel. Do you know what? Every time we meet here and I see Susan's picture on the wall, I think, you're still searching.
We've been over 6 years searching on behalf of Susan. You know, I think that she must have come to think that we would never get anywhere. We've tested many, many people. There's never been any really credible DNA links. But now, look at this.
Paternal half-sibling, paternal half-brother?
Yep.
Brian? Amazing news.
We had Susan on lots of different DNA sites, and suddenly Brian did his DNA. Now, the backstory to that is amazing. He bought a DNA kit but he didn't use it, and he popped it in a cupboard, I think, for a year. And he wasn't really sure whether to or not. And then he did.
Thank goodness he did.
Well, thank goodness he did.
Does this mean we know who her birth father is?
We do. And Brian was brought up as an only child by his mum, but he'd never really asked his mother very much about his father. When we said to him that we would like to know more about his father on behalf of Susan, Brian asked his mum. She was able to give information, and based on that, we were able to trace him.
So what do we know about their birth father?
He knew Brian existed and that Brian's mother had made the decision to bring Brian up alone. He didn't know about Susan, and I think that's been, you know, an enormous shock to him. And he's still coming to terms with the information. He has quite a large number of other children, but he's involved in their lives.
Right. Was Susan's birth father able to tell us who Susan's birth mother is?
No, he does not know. He does not remember. I suspect may have had other relationships at that time and he doesn't really know. But at least we've got one side of the family that we know who they are.
Susan has now got a brother.
She's got Brian. He was the link that we needed.
After 6 years, we finally got answers.
Yes.
Susan Barrow was left as a day-old baby in a phone box in East London in 1975.
Just imagine this phone box being really busy. She knew I'd be found quickly.
Through DNA, we have now found her half-brother, Brian. And through him, we also know the identity of her birth father. Every search we take on is hugely important. But there's something about Susan's case we've been looking for so long, and it was hard to believe we'd ever make any headway. So why did Brian upload his DNA? Was he looking for family too? And does he realise what a tremendous thing he's done for Susan?
How you doing, Brian?
Hey, nice to meet you.
You too. Really nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Right, let's...
Should we sit down?
How was it when you heard you've got a sister?
Sister.
Yeah.
Huge shock. Major shock. And then it just turned to excitement.
When you find out that she is a foundling?
The excitement then turns to sorrow. It just made my heart crumble. I couldn't imagine what that's like. And suddenly you kind of just think about her life and you think about what that's like for her.
When were you born?
1969.
Big brother.
Big brother. God. Oh, dear.
Well, tell me about your background growing up.
It's been me and my mum the whole of my life, but I had a great childhood, you know, it was really good, lots of friends. But, I mean, the back of my mind, you always kind of think, I wonder if, you know, my dad's side and what's happening.
Did you ask her?
I never did.
About your dad?
No. The life I had was good enough for me. But when all this thing came about with Susan, we've had conversations about things that I had no clue about.
Susan, growing up, she used to walk round the streets and thinking, I wonder if these people are related to me.
Yeah, I do that as well.
Do you?
Yeah, it's bizarre. Do you have a photo?
I do.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Oh, my God. Wow. I think a smile, a sort of kind of half smile with it is similar to mine, I think. Yeah, we actually got the same eyes, haven't we? It's so nice to see the face behind all this. I just can't wait to see her and give her that first real family hug.
Yeah.
You know.
And of course, there's a whole lot of siblings.
Yeah, apparently I'm the oldest of 11. That was the other big shock that I had, yeah, with Susan. It's nice that I'm an only child and she's an only child and we're going to come to do this together. And if we meet the others, great. But if we don't, she's got me.
It feels so good to have made some real progress in Susan's case, thanks to Brian uploading his DNA. Hey, Susan.
Hi, Davina. Do you want to come in?
Yeah, please. Thanks for talking to me, Susan. Just to let you know, we haven't found your birth mother.
Okay.
We are still looking, and we're just hoping that someone will upload some DNA which will lead us to a connection to her.
Yeah.
But, you know, we will never give up.
Yeah.
But we did have a breakthrough, and someone did upload their DNA.
Okay.
It was your big brother.
No.
Yeah. His name is Brian. You've got the same birth father.
Gosh. So it's really weird because over the years I've said I would always want an older brother.
Really?
Yeah. Was he raised here? Yeah. How far away?
Raised, first of all, in East London, and he now lives in Upminster, in Essex.
Wow. I could have walked past him. Oh.
He's so happy to have found you.
Oh, has he got kids?
Yeah.
Oh, someone auntie.
Yes.
Oh. It's really nice.
This is Brian, your brother.
Gosh. Wow. Oh. I used to look in people's eyes.
What do you see?
Someone kind. Can't wait to meet him.
He was raised by his birth mother.
Okay.
They were very young.
Yeah.
And she chose to raise him alone.
Okay.
When he heard that you were brought up an only child, he immediately, in Big Brother mode, was like, OK, I need to ask my mum about our dad. He'd never done it before. And she gave him information about your dad. He's still alive.
Have you found him? Ooh.
It's still early days. He knew about Brian.
Yeah.
But he didn't know about you.
Wow. Obviously, I knew that I had a father. I just didn't know anything about him.
He hasn't been able to tell us anything about your birth mother. He had other children. At the moment, we know of 9.
Wow. Wow.
And he was part of their lives.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody knew about you.
No, I understand that.
Brian wants to have contact with his birth father, but he wants to do it with you. You know, if you choose to do it as a journey that you could embark on together.
Yeah. Wow. Life's changing.
Discovered in a hedge at 6 weeks old, Liz Deutsch has known nothing about where she came from. She now knows who her birth mother was, and today she's going to meet her cousin Christine to make her first ever connection to her biological family.
I've been very fortunate all my life to have a wonderful family, and Liz, she's never known her roots. And I hope she can relate to being a Cox. just like me.
Oh, gosh. How are you? So good to see you.
So lovely to see you.
I just want to say a massive, massive thank you. Huge, huge thank you. Can't thank you enough, because you didn't have to do any of this. To have that one photograph of Muriel, it is the most magical thing to see.
I think so, yeah. On our family photographs, which I've got, my granddad and your granddad. My granddad's small and your granddad's tall. Yeah. So that's where you on your side of your family.
I can't comprehend this. You just said...
Yeah, it's your it's your
said my granddad.
It is your granddad. You get me. I know.
I know the phrase is overused, but just feels quite surreal.
Yeah, it is. It's true. Because your granddad and my granddad are brothers.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And we have the same great-grandparents.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to work out the family tree bit, because having never had the family tree, it's all
I've made you a little book.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Cox
are
family.
Cox family. This is our great-grandparents.
Yeah.
Your mum and my dad.
Yeah.
And their cousins.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah.
And me. See, so we're that close.
Yeah.
It's lovely to have another girl.
Yeah.
You know, you're as close as a sister as I get.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is lovely. Which is lovely.
Girl power.
That's your granddad.
Wow, he's tall.
He can tall.
Well, he can take full responsibility then.
He can. That's definitely where you get your height from.
Yeah.
That's your mama.
Really?
Yeah, and your grandparents.
I wanted Liz to know that she does belong to a family that, had they known about her, would have loved her.
She looks almost like, to me, she's quite happy in her own skin, isn't she?
Oh, I think, a very confident person.
So she died in England?
Yes, she passed away, and sadly, I think she had dementia.
Yeah.
But the community did look after her, so I was told.
Yeah. When I realised she died alone and she was demented and she was cared for by the community, I felt a little bit sad. It's not that unusual if you haven't got children. And she had. She'd got a child here. I've done it for my foster mother. I could have done it for her.
So there you are. That's our family.
It's totally overwhelming at the moment, but it's thrilling. I've just been introduced to my family. I'm trying to process it. I've got an identity. This is wonderful. I'll take it, thank you. It's my family.
And just 4 days before Christmas, Susan Barrow is also meeting her family.
It's just crazy. I have to keep telling myself over and over again just the facts. Like, you have a brother.
I can't wait. Keep smiling.
I'm excited about getting to know him and catching up on both of our lives. It's like the unknown.
Hiya.
Hi.
Come sit. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah?
Oh, wow. Big brother.
To say that, even saying that is
oh, my gosh.
Crazy.
I've always had this image of having an older brother. Somebody's just started ticking off my Christmas list.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about our dad and that side of things?
So the fact that he's alive, he's well, he never knew about me. It'd be nice to meet him.
Yeah.
There's another nine siblings. Like, what?
No.
You never expect to be part of that story.
No.
Especially
No.
after being an only child.
That's what I keep saying. You go from being an only child all these years.
Yeah, to our whole football team.
To have the whole football team. And being the oldest of the whole football team. It's crazy.
I didn't expect to feel like this. I feel like I've known him forever. Strangely, like just so comfortable. I had an imaginary friend.
So did I.
That I did obstacle courses with in the garden, so beat that.
I know. Couldn't be more happy. I still talk to myself now.
No, I always talk to myself. Best conversations.
I'm always
No
right.
one to argue with. It's just amazing to have somebody that understands. He doesn't know our birth father. We can go on that journey together, compare how we both feel. You can't have those conversations with anyone else.
Your birth mother would have been, would you tell the age?
No, I've only got the maiden name of Roberts.
She was married.
Yes.
I'm going to be there for her, and I'll go wherever she needs to go, and we'll do it together. Oh, gold.
If my birth mother's still alive, I'd just want her to maybe get in contact, or even if she doesn't feel she can, just know that I'm okay. I've had a great life. Thank you for the sacrifice that you made. And, you know, despite the tears, I am really happy.